We're in the heart of London to meet one of the most iconic Afrobeat superstars, music executive from Africa. This is going to be an incredible conversation just to catch a feel of what this superstar icon has been doing since and why he's back in London. How's it going? Strong representing you.
You're looking 16, man.
You don't age.
Now die and G. My sister, looking young and fresh as always. Getting ready to have an incredible conversation with OLAMIDE Bado. I'm in my luxurious vehicle. You know how we do this. Stick with us, my brother. So we're now in the car with an Afrobeats icon. Why do you think London connects with OLAMIDE the way we do?
Our people, they are very stubborn. Some people go believe, say, no worry, if I reach there, we go see tickets.
You're a student of the game. How important is that?
I'm not going to tell anybody that it's very key to be a student of the game. It's not true.
If only anybody can imagine that Bado is currently in London in front of the OVO arena, maybe they would have run to come and meet you here.
Bringing Lagos party.
Lagos party. This is OLAMIDE in London live at the OVO arena. Let's go! So we're now in the car with an Afrobeats icon, a music exec of different proportions. He's made music, he's toured the world. London always is a different love story. I was just thinking to myself today, like the first time he came here was probably around 15 years ago.
Yeah, 14 years ago.
14 years. Talk to me about that moment. How did that trip happen and how did you feel coming here for the first time?
I mean, like, it was a madness. Them bros, they made it happen. Kabasa and Adasa.
Wow.
Do you remember
Yeah.
Adasa? And it's made them, demand them, you know. So it was cool. It was an awesome experience. And you know, ever since that particular trip, myself and London have been like this.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah, and it's been a beautiful journey so far.
Why do you think London specifically, the fans here, connect with OLAMIDE the way we do?
There are some places that you go to, you see Nigerians and they stripping, they always acting like
Yeah.
But you see people in London, like the Nigerians in London and the Africans in London, they don't care, man. They just, you know, real down to earth and just do their shit, man. You know, and they don't even care if you own too much, they go put it for your place too. You know, so like yeah, they're like that. They're like the proper Niger. The Niger never come up for their body. Even
Absolutely.
though they're out here
Absolutely.
and doing their own thing and all that, but the Niger in them is still like very, 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 very blazing hot.
Absolutely.
So like it only makes sense.
14 years ago when you came here and when that love affair started, even though you had, you know, hit records at the time, you dropped albums at the time, did you, at that beginning, was there a sense in you that also wanting to nurture artists, that was looking to develop, but did that come later on?
I grew up hoping and praying that I could, you know, see some opportunities, and I didn't get them. So I took it upon myself that if I ever make it big, I'm going to, you know, create opportunities for, you know, other people and other, you know. So that's how the whole journey started. And yeah.
10 plus projects down the line.
Yeah.
In those early days, did you think you were going to be active this long?
I never thought about if I'll be on top of my game for this long. I was just living. Like, why should I worry about tomorrow? Am I doing enough tomorrow? God owns tomorrow, you know. So like, let tomorrow take, you know, charge of itself and let the universe do its thing, you know.
Absolutely.
Like, but today that I'm here,
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
You've done backing, like I said, Troxy, HMV Apollo. You've done Building 6 at the, you know, O2 Arena, and now you're coming for the OVO Arena. Before I get to the OVO Arena, there was something interesting I wanted to speak about. Now, with all your music projects, you also had a partnership with Fino. That not only was a partnership on songs, but you actually went on the road together.
With him. Yeah, we did. That's true. We did a concert in London.
You did a concert in London.
Yeah, sure.
Even though nowadays we're advocating for collaborative projects and stuff, and it's still something that's still very fresh in the industry, but you guys did it almost 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah.
What was the mindset then? Why did you do that early?
I grew up listening to the likes of all these guys on Def Jam label. The way all the man them used to come together and do a tour and all those things, you know, like way back up in the Smoke Tour, Snoop Dogg and the man them Corrupt and all that, you know, they used to like do stuff together. Joyfully, happily, and you know, so that we don't used to see a lot of all that in our culture, in our, you know, Afrobeats culture. The only time you probably see everybody coming together and doing something like that is maybe like way back when man them used to, you know, put loads of energy behind what's it called again? Notting Hill Carnival.
Yes.
Notting Hill Carnival. I used to dream that God, one day I won't perform for a year. But
bro, if you came,
it used to look so mad. Way back, JJC 419 squad, like everybody then, like 2032, everybody go come in, Idris, Abdul Karim, and you know, like it used to look mad. You know, that's the only time you really see everybody coming together, bonding, and you know, I'm the type of guy that I like to, you know, do it for the culture, for the love of the game as well, and you know, like there's enough to go around.
Absolutely,
like,
absolutely.
Nothing is going to take anything away from you if
we collaborate. You said something now. You mentioned the JJC. You mentioned the Tony Tetula. You're a student of the game.
Yeah.
How important is it for even the artists that are coming up now, that even though they're trying to build their own careers, but also to be a student, to study the game, know where we're coming from, follow some of the greats of the past and try to learn from them? How important is that?
I'm of the opinion that in life you cannot force everybody to be a student of the game. Even you yourself, there are times that you want to, you know, maybe probably service your car.
Facts.
It's not like there's no loads of other guys on your streets that probably they are into the same type of business, but you might have to like take your rides like maybe like
in different place
because you are certain about that person and how diligent the person is. Do you understand? So like if you're not diligent enough, that's none of my business. I'm not going to remind you to be diligent at your own work. I'm not going to tell you. It's none of my business to tell you. If you care so much about your work or whatever it is you call that your passion or your whatnot,
you will invest your time in there.
So I'm not going to tell anybody that it is very key to be a student of the game. I won't tell you it's not key. don't be a student of the game. If you don't like the game that much and you feel like you don't want to be a student of the game, it's all right. Everything is not for everybody.
Absolutely. I was talking about the fact that the amount of projects you've dropped, a lot of artists in the game at your level, where it's multiple hits, superstar levels, tours around the world, sometimes they find it difficult to release music, you know, frequently or work on projects. What makes you feel that eager to find it easy to drop projects and drop music?
2 weeks ago, like this, I was about to drop another EP. They just drag me, say, "Don't guy, calm down. You just drop album now." Like, bro, like I don't know where the fire comes from. But what we can't do next now? Like I'm the kind of guy like I just want to keep doing awesome stuff and just doing, and that's how you discover so many other ways not to do stuff. But if you don't do at all, if you don't do at all, you won't figure all these things out. The end goal is not really just to win over everybody else.
But it's just to be successful.
It is to better my own craft, and it's not about me and anybody. I'm the only competition, the guy in the mirror, So
your partnership with Empire, in my opinion, I stand to be corrected, I don't think I've seen any other successful partnership with Empire or any label that has come into Africa as successful as the YBNL Empire partnership. What made you choose Empire as your partner?
The time was right, That particular moment, I just signed Fire, and the only thing Fire requested for was, Badu, I don't know, I really don't want to bother you, but I would love for us to, you know, find a way to partner with one of these foreign labels.
Wow.
And all that. And I was like, say no more, I got you.
No way.
Yeah, and that deal came around that particular time
moment.
And I took it just because Fire wanted us to, you know.
Before that partnership, I speak about you as an executive because you had Lil Kesh, who is a cultural icon now. You had Adekunle Gold. You introduced us to musicians that have gone on to become major stars. Olamide's Eye. And before then, the list goes on with your Young Johns of this world, who are now enjoying on a different level now.
Jiggy way.
Exactly. What does Olamide look for in talents? What exactly stands out to you? Because your batting average of hitting successful musicians is exceptionally high.
See, sometimes it really depends. It's more of a soul connection for me. If I spend time with you and maybe like by chance we link up where we are doing music or something. For like Jiggy now, when Jiggy came to the studio, Jiggy wasn't the best producer in the world because then he was just starting and yet to really figure it out, you know, but I was okay with that. So, you know, but I saw something way beyond being perfect as production. Like, I didn't care about his imperfections and all that. So even sometimes I would even disturb my guys, like, guys, Jiggy don't finish this video, Epa and arrange them and all that. Because I really just know that this guy is an awesome dude, you know, and he's got amazing soul. So for me and Jiggy, it's more of soulful connection, like kind of like he's got amazing soul. Trust me, like Jiggy is like, you know, when you meet human being, you like awesome human being.
Yeah, calm guy.
Yeah.
Feels. It's another one.
Feels another one. You know, we were like very young way back then at Kabasa Studio where we used to hang out and all that. You know, so for me it goes way beyond just the music. Now it's like some people, they are just like cool people, and we get to, you know, understand each other, we get each other, so it's easier for us to, you know, now make so many things happen. Absolutely. You know, people bond over different funny things.
100%.
Some people bond over eating somebody. Like, people bond over different weird stuff. But for me, it's more of, you know, just being a solid guy. Once you're a solid person, we'll bond, and so many other things can now happen. Yeah.
To buttress your point, I met Olu the Wave recently, and Olu the Wave told me that when Bado called him to come and be Bado's videographer and photographer, he used to record and edit on his phones. That even him didn't have belief in himself that he could work at that level with an artist of your stature, but you chose him upon his imperfections. So even for him, when he was explaining it till today, he still talks about what Bado saw. Even him couldn't have seen it in his own self, and that is
because I feel like humanity goes a long way. Being a solid human being is a rarity to find these days. So when I see one, I appreciate it and I make it known.
Wow, that's crazy. Now, you've dropped so many projects. I told you privately before we got in the car that I believe the pandemic, you know, stopped me from enjoying my Carpe Diem tour.
I know, right?
That project for me, out of all the incredible projects you dropped, I think at that moment, because we all sat down, that project also introduced or elevated the likes of Omale in the Afrobeats world. That project in itself, to me, is one of the most incredible projects of the last 10 years. And in the variety of sounds, from Loading to Infinity, the list goes on, it introduced so many things. Where were you mentally and spiritually when you were making that project? What made it so different?
I just wanted different around that particular period, and it wasn't even the pressure of because I just got signed to, because I just got some partnership deal with a foreign label or anything. I wasn't even trying to like prove any point or something, but like I was just my mental space. I guess my mental I was just in a good space mentally around that period, and I wanted to also do something different from what I used to do way back and all that. And we actually like really spent loads of time putting in the work as well. Like we work with Speed and all that a lot. From way back, I used to work with Speed a lot. I won't lie to you. Like I can record a song now and drop it the next morning. Bam.
That was the energy I got from Wo. It felt like Wo was just, you recorded it and
but there are times that there are some songs or some projects that might need like 2 years for you to prep them. Yeah. So that's like the conversation around a project like Carpe Diem. It took us like a year or maybe like a couple of months. But regularly, the normal me, I would like to make an album in maybe like a month max, But for that particular project, I knew we needed to, go out of our comfort zone and try new stuff. And I also started experimenting with new producers. That's when I started using Prime and all that. P-Prime, remember, P-Prime produced Infinity, Loading and all that. Yeah, so getting to know Prime, we needed to bond more and introduce him to my world, and he introduced me to his world as well. I need to know the kind of stuff he listens to and what his playlist is sounding like. I need to share my playlist with him. We need to like connect on all that level, so many things. Yeah.
The latest album, OLAMIDE, apart from the brilliance of the album, I just felt that there was one particular thing on that album that I still believe that people are not speaking enough about. Should I tell you what?
What?
OLAMIDE and Dr Dre.
Hell yeah.
Bro.
Love far.
Bro.
Love far, but
I'm like, every time when I'm watching social media, I'm watching the so-called analysts, and I'm like, nobody's talking about this.
Yeah.
I swear. So I've always thought I'll just wait till I see you.
Yes, now because it's not coming from the right guy. If not their own kind of guy, make him.
They will say it.
Then it's dope.
OLAMIDE and Dr Dre. Not only did we see the audio, which is incredible, but we also saw a moment in the studio with Dr Dre behind the decks and OLAMIDE standing up.
Yeah.
For me, that picture in itself tells the story of how far African pop music has gone. Yeah. Can you talk to me about that song and that collaboration, please?
I think I was just hanging with Spino. I was having like a camp in Banana, and Spin pulled up. He played me the record with T.I. He didn't tell me, by the way. He just pulled up. I would be like, and I was like, but I want to play a song. Then he played the record, and I was like, who's that? See, I don't jump on this record, mad dude. So I think after that, he got home and was like, dude, are you open to listening to new music again? I'm like, no, be you. I go, yeah, now. Then he sent the beats with Dre's verse on it. Wow. I'm like, I hope I can't catch you. I say, what's in the apple? Say, but if you like, I won't give you. I'm like, say no more, bro. Bet. And in 30 minutes, I sent my chorus and the verse, and he sent it to Dre, and Dre was like, hi, cool, man, let's go. Let's do this.
What?
So, yeah.
Because for me, you've done it all. You've collaborated with everybody. You've made the most incredible records. You continue to drop timeless projects. But that, for me, that moment is a single indicator of how far we've gone.
Of course.
Dr. Dre, that's like one of the most iconic, not only artist producers in the world, but that also confirms your status of artistry and, in my opinion, music executive level. Someone was asking me that, why is it that when we're always talking, we don't mention OLAMIDE every time we say, Davido, Burna Boy, and Wizkid? I said, I gave an answer, and I don't know what you think about that answer. I said, because as an artist, you're up there, And as an executive, you're also right next to a Don Jazzy because of the amount of people you've given this industry. Do you see yourself in both worlds as highly as that?
I feel like all those things, I mean, like people, I don't know how do they rate them, like, you know, if that's what you care about, go for it. But some people, they will not just care.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like me, I don't care about these things. If I'm in the mood for it tomorrow, I'll do what I want to do, and you know, but that's not my pee, you know, that's not really my pee, and I respect it if that's somebody else's cup of tea, you know, but it's not my own cup of tea. I just want to make good music and have fun, live life, and yeah.
The last 3 years has had arguably the fastest rise and domination in African pop music in the last 20 years with the introduction of an artist called Asake. Did you see that domination at the time when you decided to take him on?
I didn't know it was gonna go that wild, but I knew Asake was a one of one. Like, come on, man. I knew from the sound and everything. Like, I've never heard anything close to that before, and his authenticity and his craftsmanship. Asake is not the dude you want to try and convince to put in effort. Before he tell you please try, he don't put effort. Effort don't go for front. No, so yeah, that's why I really respect him so much. Yeah, and I thought it would be a nice thing for us to partner and all that. Yeah.
When those records were coming out, and each one was just taking up from the level where the other one took up from, and it just kept going from album to album. Do you think to yourself that this artist has the potential to continuously do this, or the next record is just, you know, whatever happens, the next record we take it? Were you in the mind frame that the next one is going to go to the next level?
Honestly, between you and I'll tell you for free, I honestly don't put such pressure on my guys. I try my best not to put pressure on them. I just tell the guy, just make beautiful music. If it's awesome, it's going to, you know, fly. It might not fly now, it might fly later in 10 years, 20 years. And we are seeing all these things in real time now.
1000%.
On TikTok, my songs from 10 years ago that
have
probably
now
dropped,
become
it probably didn't even pop then.
Yes.
But we knew
there was something there.
That Gbedu now. Why you no pop? But now they are popping on TikTok. I tell my guys, what's the scenario? By the time we go knock 10, 2 or 3 days later, just they knock, then they go now. So that's what's up, man. That's what I tell my guys all the time. You don't have to, you know, put too much pressure on yourself, but give it your best.
What makes Fireboy so special? He also, in my opinion, dropped a classic album coming into the game.
I got a call from a friend and a brother that normally wouldn't, you know, bother me about anything concerning my business, because he doesn't even care like that.
Wow.
He's just always doing his own thing. That's a very rare call. That's a strange call, you know, that, oh, yo, I need you to listen to this guy. And as soon as he called me, I just believed. I didn't even, but
wow.
I didn't second guess it. Plenty talking to the full basket. Don't let me go into details. But yeah.
It looks like Olamide constantly finds something new and fresh to introduce to us in terms of talent, or preparing to present to us.
Yes, karma.
Because I don't say it's impossible. Maybe I don't just do something don't they cook for inside.
Actually, to be sincere, I have a couple of guys that very soon they'll be out and you are gonna hear about them, and I'll tell you, oh, Shubsy, now that guy.
This guy they talk about. You talked about you working on your own craft now. You came into the game an accomplished lyricist and rapper.
Yeah.
You flipped it almost immediately and showcased your singing ability.
No.
And then before we could even take you in as an individual star for a couple of years, you became an executive that pointed us to people that were going to go to the next level. What part of your artistry now are you working on? What needs development? It's almost like, what do you give someone that has it all? I swear. Like, what do you give someone that has it all?
I'm of the opinion that you can never have it all. They can never have it all in life. About me. Every day there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn one way or the other. But right now I just feel like I owe myself that 100% dedication. I want to see how far that's going to take me. If I gave him my 50 and he brought me this far, I want to see where 100 is going to take me.
I'm excited about that. You've always had a good collaborative relationship with him. You know, we had Omotoshan, we had the other one back then. But on this project,
I didn't want while I'm working on Wiz, David, Ghana. Only while I know.
How you take
Yeah, we cool dudes. Yeah, we cool dudes. Just that, you know, sometimes many people know if you just align on so many things, and
timing,
that's fine, you know. So
cool.
yeah.
For you to have two, that means you must have recorded like 10 or 15.
Not really. I
got Meji. No jade.
Yeah.
How many? What? How many did you?
We didn't plan it that way actually. Yeah, it was just supposed to be Kai, and while on set shooting Kai, I was just playing some songs off my album for Wiz to listen and all that. Yeah. Then when he heard Billionaires Club, I was like, I said, "Now this song you forgive me. I did song for first play for me. If I say now this one you play, this one for the shoot."
For the young guys that online and always looking up to Olamide, looking up to Bado, Olamide, what is that one thing that you would say to the young artists that they need? If it's just one thing that you just say, this one is the most important thing that you have to do, what would that be with all this experience?
Whatever it is you want to be in life, one thing you should not joke with is God. I feel like people won't see it this way, but I mean, like, what are we without him? But people always tend to ignore the fact that nothing major or nothing extraordinary can really happen if the universe doesn't align for you. So like, people shouldn't undermine how far they can go if they can have the blessings of the Lord and His grace, So like, some people, they may even be talented with you, they feel just blow pieces anyhow, So like, because they underrate God now, So I don't want, because so many people, they get some crazy God complex and all that, So I don't want, because creatives, I know how our mind can be so twisted sometimes, fucked up sometimes, so that's why I like to emphasize on the fact that, bruh, no matter how bad you think you are, don't joke
God
with God. Don't joke with God.
Facts.
God is very key, man.
Absolutely. Spirituality is one that a lot of us take for granted, so I'm very happy that you can share that insight with us. And that has been an intimate conversation with Bado on our way to OVO. Let's go check this venue out.